Alex's After Effects of the Mohawk Valley Wellness CNY Bachelorette. Brought to you by Ocean Blue and the town of Webb.
What is up? What is up? It is Alex's After Effects, and we are here recapping Matt D's date at KO Industrial and Bella Cucina. Yeah, Bella Cucina. I don't know why I was having brain fart there. I got Brandon C in studio and Matt D himself. What's up?
What's up, Alex?
Did you have fun celebrating your first Halloween Eve weekend? Whatever you want to call it. Halloween's Eve.
He got a head start on Halloween as a whole.
I know, that is for sure.
With his date, right?
So, did KO pump you up for Halloween at all?
A little bit.
Are you a Halloween fan?
Not particularly, no.
I was going to ask that because they did talk about horror movies on the date.
Yeah.
And you're not a big fan of those.
No, not particularly.
So it's funny that we ended up pairing him with the date for KO.
Do you not like them because you get scared easily, or just doesn't interest you?
It just doesn't interest me. Like, it's fine, but I have to, like, make a thing out of it. Like, it has to be like, oh, let's watch a horror movie.
Right.
Get scared and whatever.
It's never your first choice.
Yeah, it's not like I'm home alone. I'm like, I'm in the mood for a horror.
I'm in the mood for a scare. Okay, so it was probably weird for you, right?
It was a little weird, yeah.
Because you're not used to all the attention.
Not so much. I'm not used to looking at myself.
So as a date as a whole, how do you guys think it went? I mean, you saw it from an outsider's view, but you were actually on it.
Yes.
So how do you guys think
Right,
that it
do
went?
you feel good about it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I had fun.
Yeah. No, it looked like you both did. And, little things that I took away from it is when they went through the thing, she was clinging on to him a little bit. She was getting close, felt comfortable around him.
You guys definitely had, like, the date that drew you a lot closer.
I
guess.
probably, yeah.
We mean probably. She was holding your hand. She
Right,
was all up on you.
She was, clinging on to you instead of punching you, so that's good. that's a good start,
What's
right?
happening?
Yeah.
So, do you feel confident in, like, how the date went? Like, do you think that you left yourself, like, in a good spot in her mind, I guess, as she has these next 2 dates?
I guess we'll find out.
You need to be more confident, my friend. Can you say yes?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
So, the conversation you guys had at dinner was
Out
fun to
there.
watch. Yeah, it was. You were asking a lot of, questions she really had to think about to answer. Now, where did you come up with those questions?
I know.
Are these things
you
that?
like definitely did some
Yeah,
research.
yeah.
No.
Some
it was
prep.
just-
No.
Just making conversation.
Yeah, I was just talking.
Okay.
So, what
right.
made you ask these questions?
She's just smooth like that.
Some I was asked on a job interview.
Okay.
A few. I think I mentioned that too.
You might have.
Yeah.
So,
That's
what
it.
questions did they ask you on a job interview?
They asked me if I could have any superpower in the world, what would it be and why? And they asked me if I could fall into a 20-foot pool of anything and had to survive and got to keep it, what would it be?
Yeah, those
So
are
you
those
had
are tough questions
you had
to
your
answer.
answers already planned out though, which I think was a little unfair.
Well,
He's
yeah.
been asked them before. He's had time to think about
yeah,
it.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, what would you say how her answers were?
Quick.
Is that a good thing
Right.
or a
Yeah.
bad thing?
No, yeah.
Like
yeah.
It seems maybe she's thought about these things too. I don't know
Maybe.
how you get yourself to think about those questions, but it was fun to see him ask and then her answer, and
I know,
the exchange was
the
interesting.
superpower one, she answered fairly quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone's thought of that.
I do have another question. Why did you question that she wished she could fix a broken heart? Mend a broken heart? That was her superpower?
Yeah.
Or not get your heart broken? You questioned that hardcore. You're like, well, really?
Yeah. Well, because out of all the things, very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not one that you would think. You would
No.
think,
I know.
like
I don't know.
invisibility, like he said,
Yeah.
or
So you're kinda
fly,
just
or X-ray
surprised.
vision, or whatever.
It's
you
a
know?
very original superhero. One
Yeah.
one that can mend a broken
I
heart.
don't think there's a comic book for that one yet.
No, there. Yeah.
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 Maybe you'll be the one to write it.
Maybe.
There you go. That's the inspiration.
What was your favorite part of the whole entire date? Brandon, you can answer this too because you watched the date. But you were physically there, so I guess
Yeah.
Let him go.
different parts.
It's a great question. Probably the part leading up to the haunted house, because it had like all the emotion, like building and everything.
Mhm.
Emotions of like what though?
Exactly, emotions of what's going to happen.
Yeah, but like that's the only emotion that you had.
There were a lot of emotions. Fear,
So, like,
Yeah, right. Sure, you were nervous going into it.
I know.
terror.
Never been in this sort of
So
situation before.
were you also nervous that like on how you were gonna like come off in this haunted house, like, with her? Because, like, this is your first date, and you're,
Yeah.
like, trying to be, like, probably tough guy. Like,
Not
nothing gets
particularly.
scared.
I was just trying to be me.
And that was kind of my favorite part of the date was when they went through, he just kept it cool the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And, let her do what she was doing. She was yelling, clinging on to him, and he didn't look like he was hating it. That's all I was saying.
Were you hating it?
No, I was not hating it.
All right, so what was probably the most, like, scary part for you going through the haunted house that you were kind of like, oh, crap? Like, that really got you. That really, like,
That
startled
really got
you.
me.
Yeah.
Was just thinking not to trip in front of the cameras.
Yeah.
Because
Right?
it is fairly dark in there.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
it
about
was
a horror
very
movie.
dark.
Like, that's how
Yeah.
it plays out in your head. If you trip on camera,
You're dead.
So,
no coming back from that.
No.
and then what was your favorite part?
When they went through the
When they went
haunted
through,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he, like, kept it cool the whole time. And,
Right.
it could have been, like, he could have let out a real high-pitched shriek. And
I think they would've
completely,
made it,
like,
though.
she would have been like, but he did. He kept it cool.
I feel like she probably wouldn't even notice because she was just screaming the whole time.
That's true.
A little bit, yeah.
You had the second date. So on the group date, you were last.
Yes.
So how do you feel like this is placed? Do you feel better with going second, or did you feel better with going last in the group date? Would you have rather gone last in the real dates?
I don't think it matters. The group dates were a little weird because I felt like the interval at which I had to wait was a bit longer than everybody else was.
Right.
You know, like,
And that just doesn't happen.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah, you don't. That's not a.
But
everyone
then
would-
if you think about it, the person who went first had to wait just as long too because he had to wait for everybody to be done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true
You
too.
know?
Yeah.
If you were to win, what do you think would happen afterwards? And Brandon, do you have any predictions of what would happen?
if he was to win,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I think visibly in the date video, she likes him. There's something there. What that is, who knows what that ends up being? I don't know. Maybe he's more confident in that.
Maybe.
Or maybe they both are, and they're just not telling us. Who knows?
So what do you think? Like, what do you think's going to come out of it? And if not, are you still willing to be friends?
Yeah, absolutely. No, she's very cool and like.
Right. There was
Yeah.
definitely a connection there.
Yeah,
on some
absolutely.
level.
Like, we have similar personalities, I think, which is good in a friendship. I don't know how far a relationship would go because it's hard to get to know someone on that level after one date. But on a friendship level, I'd say it's definitely there.
Yeah. But you are interested in seeing if there's more if you do win,
I
correct?
am interested in seeing if there's
So
more.
there
yes.
we
So
go. We
what
got
would
it out of
be-
him. There it is.
What would be, like, the second date?
Right.
Because you've
Okay.
got
Next
no-
one. Yeah, this date you have to plan.
You
Yikes.
have to plan it. There's no camera crew. There's nobody around. It's just you guys. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Make it creative.
What?
Make it creative.
I don't know.
You can't think of one thing.
Not creatively.
What would you do
well,
if,
okay,
if
what
you were to
is the
plan a
ide-
date for
yeah.
Kelly?
What is the ideal second date?
Well, right now I'm thinking like picking out a pumpkin and carving
Okay.
it. But by that time it'll be like,
Fall stuff.
yeah,
Fall stuff.
yeah,
It might
Okay,
not be too
okay.
late.
maybe.
I find a rose November 7th. You got some time.
It's not Halloween anymore.
Well,
so-
you can make some pumpkin seeds. Or a pie.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
He was really puzzled.
Make pumpkin seeds?
Yeah, you never made pumpkin seeds?
No.
Brandon, have you ever made pumpkin
Yeah.
seeds? You like
Yeah.
take you
Put salt
obviously
on them, you bake them.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So like regular seeds.
What did you think
Yeah.
I meant?
Like sunflower. I don't know.
How do you think that Matt did on the date as a whole? How do you think he carried himself from the group date into this date?
I think he took the momentum that he had, I guess you could call that, from the group date as far as them hitting it off and rolled right into the one-on-one date. Seemed like they had a good time going through the haunted, through KO in Rome, and then they had good conversation at dinner. I thought it went well. It went kind of the way that I seen it going, I guess.
And do you have any advice for him?
I have no idea. I've never been in this position, man. Good luck, bro.
I like
Good luck,
it's
man.
cool, it's cool having Brandon on the show now because this is relationship Brandon. So he's like a doctor of like relationship advice compared to like last year. It's like two different Brandons. I was watching it back the other day. I'm like, this Brandon's different now.
What happened?
You've changed. Nothing. He was just single, and
Yeah.
I feel like now that he's in a relationship, he's
He's
got
all
a
the-
little bit. Brand's like, stop
They love to
talking.
embarrass me about this.
No, I'm not. Just saying, he's very happy in his relationship,
Very.
and I think
Yeah, it's a different perspective.
I like
Okay.
Brandon being able to talk about mushy gushy stuff. It's a different
Man.
side of Brandon that we never used to see, and I'm gonna shut up now because he wants to kill me. Anyways, are you excited for the rose ceremony? Or are you nervous? Like, how are you feeling leading up to it?
I don't know. I'm a little excited and also a little nervous.
Yeah.
It's just
You don't really know what to expect
Yeah.
going into it.
exactly. Right?
So I had this discussion with Adam. He said that if he was going to get eliminated, he would want to get eliminated first. How do you feel about this?
That's a great question. Second or third.
Second or third?
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to be the first one to go.
I
I
feel
don't-
like
That's
the
a little
thir-
bit of competitive nature in there, I think.
No, it's not the competitiveness. I don't know.
Second or I feel like third would be tough because like then it's between you and the final person.
Right, you're so close.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't
I
know.
don't, I don't know.
I don't know which way's better
I
or
don't
which
know.
way's easier.
Oh, have you been keeping up with all of the dates so far?
No.
Are
No.
you purposely trying not to watch them?
I was trying so hard to avoid it all.
Yeah.
And then I went to a Halloween party and they had a viewing party of my day.
Oh man,
Oh
see?
gosh.
Yeah.
Unavoidable.
No.
So what was your friend's feedback then?
They didn't give me much. They asked some questions about some things,
Like what?
like why she held the car door open for me in particular. Which,
When
Yeah.
you left?
mhm.
Oh, she does that for everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
She's
yeah.
like sending you
Format.
So I
off.
had to
Show,
explain
right.
that because they were looking at like, why is she?
Like,
holding-
no, guys, I know I'm supposed to do that. Okay.
This is my time to close and open the door for you.
How was dinner? It looked amazing.
Dinner was great.
Yeah.
I was pretty full.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks.
So you guys ended up getting. So this has been her thing. She has to get clams everywhere she goes.
Mhm.
But at Bella Cucina, they didn't have clams. Like you guys got mussels, right? And stuffed peppers
Yes.
for appetizers.
Yes.
So what was your favorite out of everything that you ate?
The stuffed peppers.
The stuffed peppers.
Yeah, I'm a big stuffed peppers kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. So are you
Yeah,
a
they
big
looked
cooker
amazing.
at all?
A little bit, yeah. Mhm.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Pizza.
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 Pizza guy. I like pizza. Okay, so let me ask you this. Obviously, when you are showing up to the places for the date, it's way different than if you were just on a normal date. There's a camera crew with you. Things are getting set up in place. And how is that? How do you deal with that before, like, it's time to go and do the date?
So I was honestly trying to not think about that at all.
Yeah.
And just do what I normally do,
Mm-hmm.
which probably helped a little bit with like the nerves.
Yeah.
Emotion.
Yeah. Right. Ease
So-
into it.
Mhm.
Just have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's a different, with all the cameras and lights and stuff, it's
If you think about it too much, it'll get into your head.
right.
And I was trying to avoid
I think
you
you did
have
a pretty great
Yeah.
job at ignoring that everything was there.
it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I know it's tough because
I
you
would-
can't
I would
avoid
not
that
be able
there
to do
are
it.
cameras there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's obviously, it's being filmed. So
And there's people in the room.
and there's
with
people
you.
in the restaurant. And
Yep.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
And then you've got everybody like looking around saying, "What's happening? What are
Exactly.
you doing?"
Yeah, but I don't know. I just sort of ignored it all and just
Just went along with the date.
Yeah.
Went along with the date.
yeah.
It worked out. Looked like they had a good time.
Yeah, it did. Matt, best of luck.
Thank you.
We're rooting for you as we're rooting for everybody else, but we're rooting for you. Just know that. See you at the rose ceremony, or maybe I'll have you back on here. We don't know yet.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks for tuning in to Alex's After Effects. You can catch it every Wednesday up on our Facebook page at CNY Kiss. And next we will be recapping Matt L's day.